Hey everyone, this is Sunday, June 8th, and this is the video for the New York Times Games, Custom Connections, and Amazing Word Games. This is a bit of a special presentation. Normally I have the two videos separate, the two groups of games separate, but today I feel like I only want to record what I have to say one time, and I want to see how this video was received by the YouTube audience. So a couple things to announce today, which I'll go over one at a time. But essentially, some things are good, some things will be changing a little bit. We'll just have to go through it step by step, and I will have timestamps for every video that I do, so if you want to skip this intro, so be it, but if you do watch a whole video, this is the one I suggest watching all the way through, okay? Alright, so a couple things I want to announce from a good standpoint, which I'll just quickly change screens here to show you. Okay, so essentially, we have reached 400 subscribers, which is amazing. At the turn of the year, I think it was December 29th, we got to 200, and that was after a year of being on YouTube. So within just over 5 months, we've doubled our subscriber count, so that's amazing. I couldn't have asked for anything better than that, and they say the hardest landmark to meet is 100 subscribers. Then after that, it gets a little bit easier every step of the way once there's a word of mouth passed around and people get to know who you are. So I'm kind of happy, I'm very happy about where we are, and I feel like we're going in the right direction, okay? The other thing I want to say is I think for the next 2 months, maybe 2.5 months until school starts again in Canada and soccer season dies down, I will have to produce just the one video. It's just a matter of time to produce the video and edit it to the standard that people expect or that I want to produce. So if I have to record it a couple days in advance, all the Amazing Word Games might not be available, and I'll just have to live with that. But I still want you to share those puzzles, even if I don't play them in the video. I want you to share the results of how you did, okay? Because I will be playing it off screen. I just don't have time to record it every single day and put it out to you, okay? All right, so with that said, having the Amazing Word Games and the New York Times Games and Custom Connections together, it's only going to be about a 36-minute video, maybe 35 minutes. I've been a lot more effective in cutting out some of the fluff or the excess, but still being, I think, somewhat entertaining. So over the past couple days, it's been about 36 minutes combined, 38, 37, 33 and a half. So, I mean, 40. I think one day here was actually 50 at 25 and 25. But I think for the most part, I'll try and keep it condensed. And like I said, there will be timestamps. If you want to skip certain games, then feel free to do so. It's just a matter of I'm trying to reduce the amount of time I have to put out 2 videos, 2 images on the screen, 2 thumbnails, 2 descriptions. I have to link them all and everything like that. If I produce one video, it's a one-stop shop, as I think I think it was Dora said, you're a one-stop shop for all the games. You don't have to click on multiple videos like some of the other creators. I know everyone's trying to make everything shorter and easier to digest and get through, but I feel like it's better for me to have everything all together from a time perspective. So that's the direction I'm going, okay? At least for the next couple months. All right, with that said, let's get into the games. Thank you for those of you who did watch this intro. I feel like it's important, okay? All right, so let's go to Wordle. Let me just change my screen setup once again. You're seeing all my screen setups today. All right, so here we go. That's the one you're used to. All right, here we go. So our starting word today is courtesy of Dora. Dora comes up again, and that's beans. So let's pop beans in and see what we get for puzzle 1450. All right, hopefully everyone's having a great day. And beans gets us, E and A in position, S out of position. Well, this is a potential Saleh anagram. Least. So I think those are good letters. Yeah, let's try it. Least into. Oh. Okay, so I think we're down to a 50-50 here. Leash or lease. I think we've had leash. So I'm going to go with lease. And if it's not that, then it's definitely leash. Least in 3. There we go. Very good. Yeah, I do recall leash, I believe, being an answer at some point. Somebody can let me know. All right, so the 3s are within 2 of the 4s now, so almost back to parity, which is sort of a little quest I have with myself. Okay, let's see what our word's going to be for tomorrow on the Wheel of Names. Let's give it 3 shuffles. No new additions today. Here we go. And for tomorrow, we will be starting with Furor from Losh. Okay, it was almost quiet from TysonPrice, but yeah, we have Furor, so join me in starting with that tomorrow, and we'll see how it does. All right, Connections. 40-day streak. Getting up to that vaunted 50. So puzzle 728. So we have last, bull, born, bred, doe, stand, spouse, bear, education, cash, dove, hold, loot, stay, occupation, and hawk. Okay, so a lute is an instrument. We have a couple animals here. Bull, doe, bear, dove, hawk. So there's 5 of those. You're born and bred. You can hold, you can stay, you can stand. Sort of like just stay in position or just remain where you are. You can last. I feel like that's a very strong yellow. Just to remain. To remain in contention, I suppose, or don't move, right? Oh, that's interesting. So cash, C-A-S-H, is money. Loot is money. Bread is money. And dough is money. So this could be a very strong purple here. Just homophones of money. Homophones of slang for money, which is a bit of a unique puzzle category title, but that could be it. So last, stay, hold, and stand. Hawk, dove, bull, and bear. Well, there's your animals. And born, education, spouse, and occupation. Well, I feel like that's information about somebody. Like where were they born, who their spouse is, where did they go to school, and what's their job. That might be blue. Okay, so this I think is purple. This is homophones of slang for money. There we go. Homophones for slang for money. There you go. Occupation, education, spouse, and born. Information about somebody, maybe on some sort of profile or something. Sidebar info on a person's Wikipedia page. Well, I was never going to say that specifically, but I think I got the general idea of what they're going for. Okay, so bull, dove, bear, and hawk. Well, I know bull and bear are types of markets. A bull market, a bear market. Maybe dove and hawk are types of markets too. That's the best I can think of. Otherwise, they're just animals, which have no connection other than maybe the market stuff. Animal metaphors and economics. I think so. I think that goes well with the markets. And stand, stay, last, and hold. Remain in place. Persist. Okay, I think he'll give it to me. Well, that's a bingo, bango, bongo. All right, very good. Good day so far. All right, let's see if we can keep it up with a bit of custom connections action. It's the introduction or the debut on the channel for TysonPrice for custom connections. And I believe I called it TysonPrice's first puzzle. Okay, so the words we have are traffic, island park, Sandy, tabernacle choir at Temple Square, temples, space, Rexburg, Moab, Malad, Book of Mormon, strawberry, Tuele, I don't know. I'm sure there's a weird way of saying that or a correct way of saying it, which I'm not doing. Pocatello or Pocatello, First Vision, St. George, and toast with peanut butter and. Okay, well I think that has to be jam. Traffic jam. Strawberry jam. Space Jam. Oh, the movie. Okay. Yeah, blank jam. There we go. Okay, I think we have some places in Utah. I've heard of Sandy, Utah. Okay, so let's go with these First Vision, Book of Mormon, temples, and tabernacle choir at Temple Square. I think these are the Church of Latter-day Saints related things. And I think the other ones are just going to be place names, probably in Utah and somewhere else. So let's go with the Latter-day Saints stuff. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Okay. All right. Sandy's in Utah. This is going to be a geography quiz on the southwestern United States. Okay. There might be a couple hearts being lost here. Moab sounds like a Utah name. So does this. Maybe Island Park. I'm going to say these are places in Utah. No, one away. Okay. Which one is it? I don't know. Maybe St. George. Utah places. Yes. All right. Cities in Utah. Island Park, Rexburg, Malad, and Pocatello. California. What else is over there? Colorado. It's not in Vegas. I don't think there's a Pocatello, Nevada. Let's go with Colorado. These seem potentially Colorado place names. Idaho. Okay. Well, I didn't get that, but I did get the reverse rainbow. Very good. Thank you for that, Tyson. I'd say green and yellow were the hardest ones here, just based on, being a Canadian and having to know Southern United States city names or town names. Very, very good. You sent me another one as well, so when it's your turn again, I look forward to doing it. Okay, let's look at our preview for tomorrow's puzzle. And it's called Taco Time by Cheeks Magee. I won't go over the words, but the first line does look pretty interesting. I will tell you that. All right, you all can solve it today. I will solve it in tomorrow's video, and I'll see you there. All right, let's go to Strands. So it's June 8th, Christina I. Here we go. Today's theme is on Broadway. There's 7 theme words. So what happens on Broadway? Well, there's a lot of plays, a lot of performance. So maybe it's something like that. A lot of INGs here. I see knights. one. Could be lights too. Oh, these different, maybe different things in a play. Lights, music, singing. I do see singing here. Somehow. Yeah, right here. Nope, not even that. No. Singing like this. Okay. It's showtime. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's show time. Okay. So singing, lights, it says cast, score, two more, another ing here, dancing, and costumes. Okay. Very, very nice. Cool. Yeah, I've been to a couple plays, not in New York, but I was actually the Rat King in the Nutcracker when I was in grade 5. So it's another piece of Oranje trivia that I'm sure you can store away in your brain for a rainy day. Okay. Okay, let's move on to our amazing word games. And Hang 5 is our debut puzzle for that group of games, but it's just another game in the video now, right? All right, Hang 5, here we go. Puzzle 672. And for those of you who are new, essentially this game is like Hangman. You guess some letters, and every time you guess one wrong, you get a heart lost, and if you lose all 5 hearts, you lose the game. All right, and if you guess a vowel before all the consonants are guessed, then you lose a heart, but it's not as penalized as if you try a consonant that's not there, okay? All right, let's get into it. So we have a 7-letter word, 2 5s, a 4, and a 3. Okay, well, let's do T to start. Okay, 1 T, maybe an S. Yeah. I'm going to push my luck with an R. Yes, all right. So the top word could be heart. In fact, I think it probably is, but it could be a word like quart as well. I just don't see enough here to try another consonant. Let's try E. Okay, I am leaning towards heart very, very strongly. Let's try the H. All right, yeah, heart. This could be hug. Oh, this is probably a U down here, but I can't be sure. Heart. I may need another vowel here. I'm going to try the A. Just that. Okay, that doesn't help me out at all. Do I try the N? I think so. Yes, all right. So N. Is it N-I? Nucleus. Ah, yeah. Okay. The core, the locus. The heart, the nucleus, the hub. There we go. The middle, or in the center. There we go. Minute 54. I guess I didn't. I didn't score today because the S, R, T, N, and L were all present. So probably people solved this a lot faster than I did. All right. Well, in any case, let's move on to connections of the sports variety. Here we go. All right, puzzle 258. So we have current, event, baker, contest, Royals, Kings, Monarchs, Bow, USA, Tua, Batch, Pacers, Iowa State, Chiefs, DAC, and Bout. Well, DAC, Tua, Baker. Maybe Bo. These are first names of NFL quarterbacks. Yeah. I'd say Chiefs, Monarchs, Kings, and Royals are all sort of noble names for sports teams. Yeah, let's try it. No. Okay. So it's a contest, a match, an event, and a bout. Just sort of a, I don't want to say matchup because match is there, but this is the who's facing each other, right? It's a battle of two teams, essentially. A competition. Yeah, it's a better way of saying it. Okay. So current. USA. What's this? LA Kings. Kansas City Royals. Oh, Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Monarchs. Kansas City Current, maybe. Are these Kansas City teams? Okay. And then Iowa State, Pacers, Kings, and USA. Oh, these are probably teams that this person's played for. The Pacers and the Kings. Is this that Halliburton guy? Let's try it. Is this who Halliburton's played for? There. Okay. Teams Tyrese Halliburton has played for. Yeah, this seems to be the only guy I hear about on the Pacers. He must be really, really good. But yeah. Oh, and Pascal Siakam because he used to be a Raptor. But other than that, I couldn't name you one Indiana Pacer probably. No. Okay, let's move on to the letter loop. All right, puzzle 485. Here we go. All right, RCULUEBS. Do ulcer. No, it's not rebus. Ulcer. No. Clubs. I could do curse. Curse and no. Curls. No, that C can't be in the open. Luber. Lubes. Skirl, is that a word? No. Maybe clubs? No, I don't like the C being in the open. Blurs. No. SC. Scrub. Blues. Wow. Interesting. All right, just under 2 minutes. The average time is 45 seconds for 38 people, so I was a bit off the mark today. Okay, let's move on to word salad. So it's puzzle 465, types of whale. Okay, I know these. Blue whale, humpback, sperm, beluga, and killer, otherwise known as an orca. Come on. There we go. 21 seconds. I know my whales, as many of you know. All right, let's move on to Canuckle. All right, we'll start with maple, as I do from recently. Okay, so we have A and E out of position. Let's do swear. No. Okay. So it's not E or R at the end, which is very interesting. It could be reach. Nope. Okay. Something like this. It's not heart. Beard. Stranger answers have existed. Yeah, there we go. Beard. Okay. In Canada, springtime means one thing for hockey fans: the return of the playoff beard. This legendary tradition sees players and even some fans grow out their facial hair as long as their team stays in the playoffs. It's believed to have started with the New York Islanders in the 1980s, but it's become a true staple of Canadian hockey culture. From scruffy stubble to full-on lumberjack, a playoff beard is more than just facial hair. It's a symbol of hope, grit, and superstition on the road to the cup. Yeah, there you go. When Montreal made it to the Stanley Cup final in 2021, I definitely grew a playoff beard. So, yeah. But this year they got in, but not for too long. So, all right, let's move on to Bracket City. All right, let's do Bracket City for June 8th. And the point of this game is to break down this whole paragraph into a headline that happened on June 8th of a particular year. So let's find out what it is. Okay, good thing to be of the party, the life of the party. Life blank death. Life or death. I don't know, could be a number of things. The blank is the limit. The sky is the limit. Some is saturated, fat. Risky thing to do with fate. Tempt it. Cloak and dagger types. Don't know. I'll have to get back to that. One of two rolled at a craps table. A die. Diego or Juan or Antonio. San, because it's Santa Claus. Blank times 3 says Santa Claus. Ho. Okay, one blank fits all. One size. Size for Bo Peep or Boy Blue, little. Two after tick. Tic-tac-toe, so it's toe. Little animal evoked by a toe, apparently. Piggy. Honorific for piggy or marple, miss. Okay. So the U.S. something, mail by missile. So probably delivers, the U.S. Postal Service or something like that. Yeah, I do see AL service further down. Okay, so the U.S., so this has to become post. Pre is a prefix for before. Post is a prefix for after. Life after death. Okay, that's a phrase. Oh, what did I do there? Oh, I hit the wrong key. After, so this is post. Cloak and dagger types. The U.S. Postal Service attempts to deliver mail by missile. Okay. So this has to be liver somehow. So blank KRI. Krispies? Oh, cloak and, oh, they were spies. Oh, okay. Rice Krispies. High as a price, scary as a ski run. Steep. Steeple location. So big instrument in a blank. So it has to become probably organ to get to liver. So it's a church. Big instrument in a church is an organ. Organ that breaks down alcohol is the liver. Okay, June 8th, 1959, the U.S. Postal Service attempts to deliver mail by missile. Okay, that's interesting. So no excess, well, 2 excess keystrokes, no wrong guesses. That's cool. Yeah, let me know if you remember this headline from 1959. In any case, it sounds pretty exciting, but obviously it didn't work. Otherwise, we'd be doing it now. Okay, let's move on to Cladder. I think Cladder usually comes before Bracket City, but I had the wrong order today. All right, Cladder. All right, 1174 is the puzzle. Let's do it. A young male horse is a cold, like a popsicle or the Arctic cold. Recently sought after in Tokyo. What? Bold. Sold? No. What is this? I'm going to skip it. Decorate expensively. I don't know. Heart of a fish. Gill. Self-control is will. From the jungle is wild. Air in motion. Wind. A wing. Zing. Gold. Recently sought after in Tokyo. Gold. And guild. Well, I lost today. Yeah. Recently sought after in Tokyo. Gold. And guild. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't getting those two. So I failed today, but that's okay. No problem. Happens sometimes. Okay, let's move on to Wordamid. All right, so the point of this game is to expand one letter at a time to make new words. Once you reach your max, then I usually stop. Some people take 20 minutes to find all the way to max. And yeah, I just can't use that much time on a video. So usually I get to 7 or to gold and then I call it quits, okay? So wet is a starting word today. Let's go with west. I like the S. Okay, I like sweet. Get 2 E's in there. What can I do here? Maybe newest. Get the N in there. Newest. Sweeten. Okay, 3 E's. Maybe sweetens. All right. This is kind of a weird one. How about weeniest? Is that a word? Weeniest. What letter am I missing? Oh. Maybe weensiest? There we go. Weeniest, weensiest. And then, wow. Maybe I something. What do I have left? W, N, S, I, I, T. Oh, there's 2 S's there. 3 E's, W. I think I kind of see eyewitness. Is that going to work? 2 S's, 3 E's. Oh yeah, because I have the Y there. Okay, eyewitness. Okay, there we go. I got to max. I think that's as far as I'm going. Special one for today. Okay, let's move on to stacked for the Clever Goat games. All right, so we have parchment, ring, headphone, mouse, cardstock, keyboard, bracelet, here, earring, photo, tissue, construction, earbud, AirPod, and necklace. Okay, I see tissue paper, construction paper, cardstock paper, parchment paper, maybe photo paper. Okay. Yeah, let's try that. Types of paper. feel like AirPod, headphone, and earbud. Ways to listen to music. Ring, earring, necklace, and bracelet. Jewelry. Okay, these are ways to listen to music. Earbud, headphone, and AirPod. Mouse and keyboard are computer equipment. And then here is singular. There we go, reverse rainbow, very, very nice. Cool. Okay, let's move on to categories, keep this moving along. So we have square, keeper, Phillips, enhanced, charm, slotted, forward, incantation, defender, evolved, midfielder, improved, spell, hex, advanced, and enchantment. Keeper, midfielder, forward, and defender, soccer positions. Okay. A spell, a hex, an incantation. Oof. Oh, we have types of screwdrivers. A square head, a Phillips head, a slotted head, maybe a hex head. Types of screwdriver heads. Okay. It's a spell, it's an incantation, a charm, and an enchantment. Let's just say hexes. Things that a magical person casts. A bit of sorcery, there you go. And enhanced, evolved, improved, and advanced. Just better than before. Very developed, there you go. Cool. Let's move on to our final game of the video, CrossHerd. All right, puzzle 92, here we go. A purse fastener. A clip, a clasp maybe. Yeah, probably a clasp. A Marvel mutant who can absorb other mutants' superpowers. I should know this, but it's not coming immediately to mind. Carne blank, burrito filling choice. Carne asada. Disorder. Mess. Secret agent, a spy. Study rate before a test. Cram. Suffers defeat is loses. Slack-jawed is a gasp. Like a bubble bath is sudsy. And cause of a princess is poor sleep. And a fairy tale is a pea. Alright, so I think I went through all the clues. The only one I missed was a rogue. Okay, I haven't seen enough X-Men to know that. I'm more of the current Marvel Cinematic Universe, a fan of that. They haven't quite got the X-Men yet, I don't think. Alright, very cool. Thank you for watching the video. Let me know how you did on any or all the games. If you like what you saw, please feel free to leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't. Tell all your friends that we are at 400 subscribers now, and we're having a great time. We're growing, and we'd like them to join the party. And for sure, have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.